Okay, so here's our Omga T521 upcut saw. Here's our infeed table and the carriage, the saw head itself, and the controller. Here's the outfeed table. Now here are the adjustments for the clamps and the speed of the saw. And here is the laser that tells the saw where the workpiece is relative to the saw. One nice thing about this is that laser is really strong. You can see that my fingers are several inches away and it's still tripping the sensor. So if you have a curved workpiece, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and disable the emergency stop. And the first thing I'm going to do is calibrate the machine. You do that every morning when you turn it on. That basically just makes sure that the carriage is good relative to the saw. And there it goes. And that's about a third of the speed that it moves at when it's moving the workpiece. So I'm going to go into manual mode real quick. These are all in the instructions that it comes with. Enter the distance I want, 30 inches. And then I would enter here the number of cuts I want. And the reason you want to do that is it's really easy to lose track of how many you've cut. This thing cuts so fast. And the carriage has already moved back to 30 inches exactly. I'm going to go ahead and turn the saw on. This is where I would start cutting. I have the sound turned off. It is a very quiet machine. So here's where you'd enter a cycle. So the first thing you do is enter the maximum length of all of your pieces of wood, so 10 feet. And then how much you want to trim off the end. If it's a real dry piece of wood, maybe a ½ inch. Then you enter your first cut, so 3 inches, and let's say I want 4 of those. Next step would be, all right, I need, I guess a couple 5-inch pieces. I need 4 of those. And for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to stop there. And that was cycle 229. So go into run my cycle, type in 229, enter, shows the maximum length and the amount I'm trimming off the end. And then I'm going to hit the start button, and there goes the carriage running to accept the first piece. Okay, so first piece is in, I press the start button, and the hold downs go into position. The saw starts to cut. Now you can see how wide the capacity is on this machine. You can cut very large stock, but for something this small, I'm going to want to turn up the feed speed of that saw so I'm not sitting here all day. So I'm doing it off the camera, but you'll see that the speed starts to pick up quite a bit. There it goes. And there you have it, folks. I mean, that's pretty much what it does. I would never do that normally, but I did it for the sake of demonstration to show you these pieces. They are within thousandths of an inch. They are incredibly accurate, this saw. You can see, and the cut on the end is so smooth. If you're using like a radial arm saw or just a compound miter saw now, you'll be shocked at how smooth the cuts are that you get out of this piece. So what I'm showing you right here is that if you don't want to stand there and watch the saw move, or if you're doing a lot of material, it has a second start button. If you're using like very long stock, maybe you don't want to waste your time walking all the way back and starting it. There is a button there. So that's it. That's all there is to it. It's a very sturdy industrial machine. Great shape, hardly been used. Any questions, just reach out. Thank you.